gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Today's story comes out of Sherwood, Oregon, and the title reads, Stalking suspect shot by ex-girlfriend's family member outside her Sherwood home. Before we get into the story, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe, hit me on Twitter, and let us begin.
Man is dead tonight following a shooting in Sherwood. Washington County Sheriff's deputies say he was stalking his ex-girlfriend when things escalated. And deputies say it was her family who shot him. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for K2 News at 11 tonight. I'm Deborah Knapp. K2's Francis Lynn has this story from Sherwood.
Deb, I'm here on Southwest 207th Avenue. This is where Washington County Sheriff's Office says the stalking and subsequent shooting happened. Deputies say 36-year-old Cody Bias was stalking his ex-girlfriend at her home last night around 8 o'clock. Her family found him outside their home, confronted him. That's when deputies say he displayed a weapon, and then one of the family members fired multiple shots. He was taken to the hospital but died this morning. Deputies say the family is cooperating with the investigation, which is ongoing, and no charges have been filed at this point. Tonight, I talked.
Now, imagine this, guys. Your daughter, your niece, your auntie, whoever it may be, is coming home. The ex-boyfriend is stalking her. He displays a weapon, and you have to shoot to protect her life. Any person will see this as reasonable. Okay? Now, I have to say, when it comes to stalking, this usually primarily happens to women. I almost, if not, I would say almost 100%, right? I wonder, do women realize that the only way that they can fight a man is with a weapon? Women have to understand that they cannot physically fight men. They just can't. I know there are self-defense classes out there for women, but I just kept thinking to myself, do I really do, even when it comes to women in my life, do I want them physically fighting a man, trying to trade blows, trying to, fight in the arena and throw a kick and throw a punch? No, we don't want that. We want it to be over quick, nice and precise. So if you have a weapon, you can do that. And the great weapon, the great equalizer, is a gun. Period. I wonder if this woman was armed. Probably not. I wonder if women, in the 2020 pandemic, was there a huge uptick in women buying guns? I think that's something that I should look up. But in any case, she should have been armed. She should have been able to take care of this by herself. I know that's crass. I know that's a little harsh. But you are your first responder. You have to be. What if her family wasn't there, guys? Imagine that. What if they weren't there? What would she have done? Let's move on.
Talked to a doctor of psychology and domestic violence advocate who says stalking happens more often than people would think.
Because stalking is one of those crimes where law enforcement has a hard time doing anything because it's one person's word against another person's word.
She says a person who would stalk somebody may appear normal on the outside.
And they're not normal at all. When that person tries to leave them, their whole mindset is, if I can't have you, nobody can. And don't you try to test.
She says even though physically the ex-girlfriend may be fine,
emotionally and psychologically, probably none of them are fine. There might be, sleepless nights, nightmares, night terrors.
Dr. Mathis says if you or anybody you know is being stalked, it's important to make a police report so the harassment is documented. Reporting in Sherwood, Francis Link.
And that's that, guys. Yeah, I stand by what I said, and yes, I absolutely these. Anytime you're gonna have to use your firearm, it is going to be traumatic. Having to take somebody's life, I think, is nobody wants to be in that position. No one should be wanting to take anybody's life. Nobody. No, I don't want to do that. I think majority of sane people don't want to do that. But you have to realize the world that you are living in. The world you are living in, there is good, there is evil. And sometimes you may be faced with evil and you have to act. That's why I don't understand why these people are trying to take guns out of our hands. I think pretty soon I will have to comment on the political events that are happening in our country, although I want to focus on the local acts of normal, everyday citizens using their guns. But guys, this is the time we're living in, and whether you are being stalked, whatever it is, ladies, please, you should be armed. Period. Good guys carry guns. Good gals, good ladies carry guns. And if good men do nothing, there'll be no good guys.